Hey, my name's Katie, and this is week 3 of my February grocery budget challenge. For the month of February, I am feeding my family of 4 on $250 or less for the entire month. I'm on track to come in much under $250. We eat a mostly whole food plant-based diet, so not only are we trying to eat really inexpensively, but we also try to eat very healthy. On the menu this week is apple cinnamon muffins for breakfast for the kids, and then the adults are going to be eating protein smoothies with frozen fruit. For lunch, I'm going to be making a chickpea and rice soup, which will taste like a chicken and rice soup. And then for dinner, I'm going to be making a spaghetti squash lasagna bake. I will link all the recipes down below, so if you want to recreate any of these recipes yourself, you definitely can. I have never made the chickpea rice soup before, so that is going to be a new recipe for me. The other 2 recipes, I have made them before and absolutely love them. The spaghetti squash was on sale this week, so I took the opportunity to make this spaghetti squash lasagna bake. But I am heading to the store now, and after I get done shopping, I'll show you everything that I ended up getting and how much I spent. Here is everything that I got today. Everything on this side I got at my local market, and I ended up spending $18.51. I got these 6 butternut squash. They were on sale for 79 cents a pound. 2 apples, 3 lemons. They were 3 for $1. These 2 fresh basil packages were 2 for $3. This was on sale for just $1. I really didn't need a head of cauliflower, but last week I made some cauliflower buffalo bites that I really enjoyed, so I thought that I would just make them again this week as a snack. This big bag of kale was just $1, and it's actually really good quality, but I'm just gonna throw it in the freezer so we can put it in smoothies. And then these 2 loaves of bread were $1.49, and I'm going to use them to make garlic bread with the spaghetti squash lasagna recipe. I also bought this on Amazon this week. It was $19.98 for our smoothies. And then this is everything that I got at Aldi's. I got several bananas, celery, carrots, rice, 6 cans of garbanzo beans or chickpeas. So I was going to make tofu ricotta with the spaghetti squash, but they didn't have any tofu. So I got these cashews instead, and I'm gonna make cashew ricotta, which is a little bit more expensive. These were a little bit over $8 for this pack of cashews, but it'll add in some healthy fats. So I'm actually glad that I ended up getting that instead of the tofu. 2 things of almond milk for the smoothies and then some for the muffins. And I was also only gonna get 1 pack of crackers, but Aldi's actually had crackers this week, so I got 2 packs and we can use the other pack on another week. But hold on, let me tell you. At Aldi's, I ended up spending $24.59. And this is everything for the most part, I think, that I'm going to be using today that I already had. These 2 bananas, once they get this ripe, I will either use them to bake with or freeze them for smoothies. And then I have some onions, spices, this nutritional yeast, buffalo sauce, soy sauce, these 2 pasta sauces, and vegetable broth. So the total that I spent on everything this week was $63.08. So the first thing I'm going to do is I am going to start cutting up the spaghetti squash because that needs to bake for, I think, 45 minutes before I can start putting that thing together. And then I also need to boil some water to start soaking the cashews. They're supposed to soak for several hours, but I'm gonna heat the water up, and whenever I'm ready to make the cashew ricotta is how long that they're going to soak for. So now that the butternut squash is baking and the cashews are soaking, I'm gonna start working on the chickpea rice soup. I've got everything cut up for the soup, and I'm going to saute this for a few minutes and then start adding all the other ingredients. Instead of oil with the onions and carrots and garlic, I will be just using some vegetable broth. So all the soup almost didn't fit into that pot. I was a little nervous as I was putting all those ingredients in. I will just bring this to a simmer and let it cook for about 15 minutes and then it will be done. The spaghetti squash is still cooking, so I am going to start on the apple cinnamon muffins. And I just pulled the spaghetti squash out of the oven. The spaghetti squash is mostly cool, but it's still pretty hot. So I'm gonna use this rag and just scrape out the insides. Next, I'm going to make the cashew ricotta. I'm recording this on my phone and I need my phone to see all the ingredients because I didn't print this one out because it was a last minute decision. But I will link the recipe down below and I'm gonna put all the ingredients in my blender and then I will show you the rest. So I was following the cashew ricotta recipe and I forgot that in the other recipe it called for fresh basil. So I am going back in and adding the basil. So I got the cauliflower all cut up and I sprinkled a little bit of garlic powder, onion powder, and pepper on there. I'm going to bake it at 375 for about 25 minutes. When it comes out, I'm gonna put it in a bowl and toss it with the buffalo sauce and then it will be done. And everything is done. So these muffins will mostly be for the kids for breakfast, but I'll probably have a few also with some bananas. And then I will eat this protein smoothie with some of the frozen strawberries and bananas from last week. I still have a whole bunch left. And then some almond milk. And then these buffalo cauliflower bites are just kind of like a snack. You can eat these plain on a salad or even on a sandwich with some pickles. It's really good. This is the soup. This is the first time I've made this recipe. It was super easy and super inexpensive. So I will definitely be making this again. It tastes really good too, but we'll just eat this with some crackers. And then this is the Spaghetti Squash Lasagna Bake. And There, we have some leftover basil that we can put on top, and then we'll use this bread to kind of like toast it up, maybe put some like garlic on it and just eat that as some garlic bread. So now that is all done, I have a whole week worth of not cooking to do. It is going to be beautiful and sunny all week here in Florida. It is going to be in the upper 70s, I think, just about every day. So now I don't have to cook and I can enjoy the outside. I did a little math, and so far this month I have spent $158. My goal is $250 for the entire month, and I only have one more week left. So I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be able to meet my goal. Next week will be my last week of the challenge, so definitely make sure, if you wanna see how it goes, you subscribe. I also have a whole playlist of really inexpensive vegan grocery hauls and meal preps for the week. You can check out that playlist if you are interested. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next week. Okay, let's try another one. Hmm.